I always wanted to be a doctor. I think it was one of the things I talked about when I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. My parents were very supportive. My dad is a retired dentist and my mom's a retired nurse. My mother gave me a book for Christmas around that time that was by a guy named Bill Nolan, who was a surgeon. It was called A Surgeon's World, and that sounds like what I want to be. He definitely inspired me. When I said I wanted to be a doctor or be a surgeon, I think that immediately I got the feeling from my parents that then do it. This is your back. This is the spine. We have patients of all ages. They often have pain or other similar symptoms. Sometimes they'll have a surgical option, sometimes not. Every one of us defines our quality of life differently. The decision about what's right for a person has to be seen in the light of, well, what is that doing to a person's quality of life? It may be just walking from the parking lot to your office, or it may be running marathons. Imaging has really revolutionized spine surgery, primarily MRI scans. We can often identify the source of a problem. One of the things we like to do here is go through the imaging with patients. It takes away a lot of the mystery, I think, as patients are trying to understand what their options are for proceeding.
I woke up one morning and thought, I can't barely even get out of bed. I couldn't ride, I couldn't lift anything. It hurt really bad, and I was getting a shooting pain down my arm and pins and needles going up and down from my hand to my elbow. And then eventually I had 3 fingers go numb. The pain was so bad, it hurt to walk. When you ride a horse, the horse feels everything you're doing. If something's wrong in your body, if you compensate for it, that affects the way your horse moves. Your body is not letting you sit correctly. You lose the harmony. I had a bone spur pressing on my spinal cord. I had to have an anterior cervical discectomy and fusion and a bone spur removed. Dr. Johnson was very reassuring. I remember asking him a certain question. I said, if I were your daughter or your sister with this job, riding horses, that's what I do, what would you tell me to do? And he said, without a doubt, he didn't even blink, he said, without a doubt, have the surgery. I'm thrilled to be back in the saddle. I feel like I have a new body, and I feel better than I did before the surgery. Dr. Johnson and his staff are amazing.
Thanks for coming today. We do care about our patients. I think we do this because we want to make a difference in people's lives. When you see somebody for a follow-up visit, or when you run into them at the grocery store and they tell you they're back to those things that they were missing, that is far and away the fun part of it.